Greetings everyone, sluzzle466 here, casting for my cousin, sluzzle699. Looks like he's having some technical difficulties trying to mulligan in his first game. Looks like he got disconnected, but then reconnected. Now he can't click anything. It's kind of weird. Well, looks like he's doing an old arms in the air routine. I mean, he just has to quit and probably go... Oh my goodness. That's a lightsaber. This can't go well. Okay, we had to cut that. It was too graphic. Sluzzle did smash my PC, so since that last game I've bought a new PC. Looks like he got a game this time. And he is playing some Mech Paladin. Now, Mech Paladin didn't get a ton of new support from the Scholomance Academy expansion. However, it did get Ferocious Reader, which I think is better than Jeeves, even though it's not a mech. It's a 2-mana do what Jeeves does, and just for you. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Mech Paladin, the mulligan strategy is to mulligan for Christology, Smuggler's Run, Galvanizer, Grime Street Outfitter, and Mech Warper. Against slower archetypes, you might also want to consider keeping Flying Machine. And typically what you want to do is you want to play the Christologies, play the buff cards first, and then start dumping down gigantic boards. Now it looks like Sluzzle's up against a mage. It's not a quest mage. The Arcane Intellect makes me think that it's probably a Reno mage. It's definitely not a secret mage. Secret mages don't run Arcane Intellect. Incantus Flow. So this might be some sort of freeze mage. Freeze mage should be okay for Sluzzle since his deck can just produce boards so quickly. Though Sluzzle does have a problem. He's run out of cards. And this specific list doesn't run Divine Favor. It's all in on the Voracious Readers. Second Incantus Flow. This is interesting. Okay, so I think it is some sort of freeze mage. Well, there's a Snip Snap. I don't think it's worth Sluzzle playing that. He wants to get as much value as possible out of it, and looks like he agrees. But Sluzzle has lethal on board. No, he's one off lethal. But he has lethal with the Snip Snap. Okay, Codlet Oracle. That's good for Sluzzle. He gets cards. And it looks like Sluzzle is going to get some of his board frozen. Unfortunate. Sphere of Sapience. Okay, so this is definitely some sort of freeze mage. Okay, so Sluzzle does the test for Flame Ward, does the test for Explosive Runes, and at this point it makes sense that he starts hand dumping because he does have the Voracious Reader in hand, so he's just going to go in for what I would guess is as much face damage as possible. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure that that secret is Ice Block from his opponent. And the Sphere really hurts because now his opponent gets much better draws. Okay, I forgot to mention that the Nerebar Weblord is a cute little tech. It's really good against Quest Mage. It's good against any deck that uses a lot of Battlecry minions. Okay, so Sluzzle is opting to draw. It looks like he's gonna buff. Is he gonna... He needs to play the Outfitter first. There he goes. This buffs everything. I have a feeling he's hesitating here because he's thinking about board space. Because a lot of the time when you're against a freeze mage, you don't want to fill up your whole board. You want to keep a slot open. Just so that you can maybe just play an extra minion that you really need. Looks like Sluzzle is not adopting that strategy and is just going for slamming everything down. Which is fine, because, I mean, this list doesn't run Leroy. I have seen Mech Hand buff lists that have run Leroy, but I haven't been a huge fan of them. His opponent is drawing a lot of cards. So, I'm pretty sure that Sluzzle's opponent is going to have a Frost Nova. No, they've already played 2 Frost Novas, but there's Blizzard. We haven't seen any Discover effects. Okay, well, there's one. So that could be a Rare Frost.
An error, to be sure.
Okay, so that's probably the second Ice Block.
Works against me.
More Kyger. What on earth is his opponent digging for? Okay. Out of Secrets. So Sluzzle can pop Ice Block number 1, but then he's got to deal with Ice Block number 2. Now remember, when you pop an Ice Block, you want to make sure you pop your opponent at 1 health. Looks like Sluzzle's doing that. But now, the problem here for Sluzzle is, if his board gets frozen again, he has no way of doing 1 damage. There's no damage from hand in this deck. Okay, so that's the secret for Magic Trick. We don't know what it is. But it would be correct here just to pop the 1/1 in. And it's another Ice Block off the Magic Trick. Oh my goodness, that's the worst. So now Sluzzle has to deal with a 3rd Ice Block. It looks like he's not too happy about that. Okay, so that's Ice Block number 3. The opponent pings. And Sluzzle just does the old pop Ice Block and pass. Okay. There are no more Ice Blocks unless his opponent discovers a 4th Ice Block. We haven't seen an Emperor Thorazin, though I don't think it's needed because of the Incanter's flow, but it looks like some sort of OTK is going to happen here or not. It is important that Sluzzle doesn't concede, just in case it doesn't work. Okay, so this looks like it's the OTK build that we see in Standard. So with this build, you want to play a whole ton of cards, and then basically aim a Frostbolt, and in Wild, Ice Lances at your opponent's face. If his opponent accidentally draws another card, though, they do die from fatigue. So that's a possibility. And it looks like, well, we know what's in Sluzzle's opponent's hand. We know there's a Frostbolt in their hand. The question is, can that Frostbolt do 25 damage? And are they running Ice Lances? It looks like things are getting aimed at Sluzzle's face. I wonder if that's another Ice Block. Not that it matters because of fatigue. Okay, there's the Frostbolt. 14 damage. There's the Ice Lance. 16 damage. Sluzzle's dead. Headphones off. He does not look happy. Oh, my headphones. Those are my headphones. He broke my headphones. Oh my goodness. I let him use my account, let him use my headphones. This is how he treats me. Well, if you want to try this deck out for yourself, you'll find the deck code in the description below. And if you want to support this channel or Sluzzle, you can click the subscribe button, click that bell, and until next time, hope to see you again.